Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I wanted to make a commentary of my gameplay. Last night I tweeted a tweet saying that I was in a CSGO match, and pretty much long story short, I was playing with people that were just pretty much trolling. So this is going to be my match gameplay. I'm just going to commentate it as it goes through, and let me just let you know how it all goes. All right, little backstory. So now that we are in the match one, Blue, I believe it was Blue, I have to double check, mentioned that he does not want to he wanted to play with one of his buddies, and apparently they didn't queue up together for whatever reason. And he said that if one of us, like anybody else here in the match, doesn't leave, he's just gonna AFK. As you can see, he's twirling around at spawn. So we're like, okay, cool, go ahead and AFK, I guess. And I guess one of his buddies was also on the team, but they're just missing one more. And this is our first round, round one. I get a headshot down at barrels. There's one close under heaven. I'm also going to practice my callouts here. I'm still learning this game. I'm not the best. There's one in graffiti. I didn't see him until he actually killed my teammate, even though he did pop up on my screen. So round one goes to CT. We did have 4 players active at the time. The other guy was AFK. So let's go over to the next round. Alright, this is the start of round 2. I put in chat that there's a free kill at T-spawn. Oh, I put the wrong spawn now that I think of it. CT spawn is what I meant because we had a guy AFK. So I am pushing outside of bathrooms. I was just about to throw a flash until we heard shots are going to be at B. So I rotated towards B. There is our AFK again. I'm going to keep pointing him out every time I walk by him. I decided to go up towards heaven and provide a little cover. There's one planting the bomb, and I just quick flick shot, which is good because my aiming is very, very bad in this game, and I'm trying to get a little better, but every little helps. Alright, start of round 3. We decided to take 2 over through bathrooms, over to A stairs, I believe. I flash over fountain. Not knowing where they're going to go, just because they have been going B, so we figured they might go A. Alright. So I'm pushing out towards fountain. There is 2 in party. I get 1 in party, and then the second one does come out and peek me and does kill me there. I do switch over to our player that is playing, and he starts pushing long. So we do see 1 player in long, 1 T in long. Our other player is pushing through bathrooms. Enemy is pushing through bathrooms, and then he dies there in bathrooms. So good shot there. One thing to take notice of is the time. So a lot of these matches, one other players got kicked. But they do end up coming back. Spoiler, sorry. One is pushing towards long. Not sure why my player puts his head down there, but he does. And then orange, I believe that was orange. He decided to play a little bit, which is nice. I tried to move the camera around, and as you can see, our guy is still AFK. I have 1 scout watching from A site. The enemy is pushing towards connector. They decided to drop down and look like they're going to head towards B, but as you can tell from the time, there's only 7 seconds left. And the 7 seconds left, they decide to rotate. They start the plant now, but they are late for the plant. Because they are late for the plant, we do end up getting that victory. So as of right now, we are 3-0, which is not bad. Going into the 4th round, I decide to push solo towards a fountain through a flashbang. I then mollied lower connector, I believe that's called, and just decided to watch a party from connector just to see what was going on. All right, that is my phone ringing. Apologize about that. I'm sure I went through the audio. From there, I decided to fall back to A spawn. Now, as you can tell, we had 2 AFKs there. Those might have been buddies, most likely. They are just standing there at spawn. So as you can tell, this round is now a 3v5. So it's a 3v5, so we try to find out where the enemy team is, and then we finally figured out, because they killed our AFKs, that they are at A spawn. So we rotate towards A spawn to retake site. I have a bunch of utilities, so I decided I would use it. And I get shot from a T pushing bank. Our last teammate is up. He is in bathroom pushing towards a site. I told him to tap the bomb so we can get the enemy out of wherever they're at, and sure enough, enemy pushed out from bank, and we're going for the defuse. Are we gonna make it? There's like no time. Are we gonna make it? Oh yeah, of course. So we made it with no time, which is amazing, but worked out. So now we are 4-0 as a very, very small squad. Last round was 3v5, and pretty much for the remainder of the CT side, we're gonna be at a 3-5. And let's see how this goes. Alright, Molotov goes into Monster. There's one pushing up construction. I do quite a bit of damage here, but not enough. Unfortunately, I do get shot down by the AK spray. I do switch over to my teammate. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish that player off. He did have a grenade. Did throw it a little bit. Throw it now, and he did throw it a little bit too short. He could have done enough damage to kill the guy behind sandbox. Or sandbags, that is. Enemy starts retreating back towards connector. They did smoke it off. Friendly team did shoot through smoke and got the kill, which is amazing. Enemy do recover the bomb, though, are pushing out connector. And not sure how the enemy team did not hear those footsteps, but he was stomping up connector. Our friendly player is now creeping in bathroom, trying to get some information for the rest of the team. And that is a good shot. Good thing he was able to see them through the shadow. And then he is immediately out by the enemy. So I'm shuffling around until I get to my teammate. And as you can see, the bomb, he has, the enemy team does have the bomb, but as you can tell from the time, there is 6 seconds left in the round. And he is not going to have time to rotate and flanks on the side. So that is another win for us. That was a 3v5 match. So we are up 5-0. And we go into the next round. So we decide to molly off Monster again. I threw a terrible flash into construction. So we're trying to get information. We did get 1 kill in connector. So we're trying to get some more information. We're trying to see where they're going to push from, if they're going to be pushing into A or B. But both of our AFKs died at A side. I'm here trying to jump on my teammate's head, and I don't know how, apparently, but I figured it out. So we start rotating back towards A site. It is currently a 3v4. They are planning on A site. We're pushing up. One of our teammates is outside a bathroom. Our other teammate is near a dumpster. So we decide to push up together. I'm not sure why I didn't pick up that gun on the ground, but it's fine. We did end up killing 1 player on site. 2 players on site, that is. Last player is right next to truck. I don't know how I did not steal him in time, but one of our players did have enough time to defuse with the kit. So we did end up defusing and killing the enemy team, which brought us up to 6-0. Alright, starting the next round. we came up with a strategy of anytime our AFKs died, we figured that the bomb was going to be pushed towards A. So we decided to bait them pretty much, since that's all we really can do. We can just bait them. We all decided to rush B this time. Fortunately, we did lose one there on B. The entire enemy team is at B. I just tried to get some information for myself. Didn't manage to kill the bomb planter. They were not able to plant the bomb. But unfortunately, the only 2 players that are left are lovely AFKs. So let's sit back and enjoy these AFK players as they take the silencer off their weapon. And yeah, let's enjoy this. One thing I had mentioned at this time, because we have players that are AFK, if they do end up doing what they just did, they will be coming in knifing them, the AFK players, and because they are AFK, they will not fight back, and it's an easy knife, which sucks, but hey, that's CSGO for you. Alright. Next round. That was our first loss, by the way. So that was our first loss. We're going into the next round. I am kind of short on money, so I did manage to buy a P250. Our teammates are stacked up on the right, able to get 1 kill, which is really convenient. 2 enemies are pushing out towards monster. And I just noticed that my teammate just killed 2 people, and they collided them, which was pretty amazing. Looks like the enemy team is rotating back towards A site. We are trying to walk around, get some information. Enemy team is pushing outside a bathroom towards A. And now we hear all the commotion going on at A. So now I am rotating towards A site. I decided to push up towards bank. Enemy team is very, very bad. They weren't very good at mauling or nading or smoking. They just completely messed up. But as you can tell, the bomb is down outside of bathrooms, right under stairs. Enemy team is backing out to save. It looks like the enemy team does have an op, so they decided to fall back and save the op. With 7 seconds left now, the enemy team is just going to back out and save. And that is another win. Another 3v5 win. 7-1 at the moment. Going to the next round, which is round 9. Yeah, round 9. We went with the same strategy. We decided to, again, play B site, wait for our teammates to die on A site until we had to rotate. The op just flew out monster and destroyed one of our teammates. We're just waiting for some more information. See, hopefully we can get a pick on the op. As you can tell, the op is flying back towards monster, so he is getting out. At least it looks like he's just holding monster now. So we are just waiting to see as we can. We just heard one of our AFKs go down. Both of our AFKs go down. I decided to pull a flash. I don't know how many people were on site, so I decided to flash all the way over. Try to get some more information. Decided to push up towards bank again. Playing it very, very slow. Our teammate gets a kill on the bomb holder in graffiti. which is actually a very, very good move on their part. I get 1 kill off on B site. Teammate is stuck in graffiti right now with M4. I decide to try to peek. The op unfortunately picks me off in heaven. It is now a 1v3. As you can tell from the time though, we have 5 seconds left. Our teammate just has to stay alive. If our teammate stays alive, we end up winning the match, but unfortunately he does die at 1 second. So if he would have managed to stay alive for another second, we would have ended up winning that match again, and it would have been another 3v5 victory for us. Well, 3v5, 3 versus 5 that is. But it would have been a nice victory for us as well. Going to the next round, we keep playing the same strategy. We keep sending 3 to B, and we just keep sitting B until we get information and hear what's going on a site. Nothing's going on B side, so we decided to rotate a little bit early, try to catch them off guard. We decide to start walking. We do hear some utility on A site. As you can see, our AFK players are being shot at right now. I do see that there are 2 at long. Enemy throws a molly behind me, so I'm able to still push through dumpster. Without the firepower, I do decide to back out a little bit. I try to help my teammate out, and he's being shot at. On truck, there is an opera on truck. He misses his shot. So I do end up getting the pick on the opera, which is good. It now brings it down to a 1v3. And unfortunately, it is a lost fight. With 2 enemies alive, it's a little bit hard, especially with the deagle. That was a save round for all of us. We just bought upgraded pistols, and we tried our best, and we did very well, but unfortunately we were not able to pull that and win that round. Okay, so in the next round, enemy team decided to go towards B. Unfortunately, I was overwhelmed. I did get shot and killed there. So it is now down to a 2v4. We have 1 teammate seated in water, playing in smoke, hoping the enemy team does not catch a whiff of him until we get our rotate from our other teammate. We do end up getting a pick there. Teammate comes into construction, gets 2 quick kills. Teammate touched the bomb, try to pull out the last enemy. Enemy is sitting outside a monster. He's defusing inside the smoke. We do manage to get the defuse as well as the kill on the enemy. So what a great round there. 2v4 ended up winning the match with the defuse. Really good round. On to the next round. So this next round, we decided to change things up a little tiny bit. So because our 2 AFKs are not doing anything, of course, they're not communicating with us, we decided to play 2 towards B and 1 on A site. I am playing currently inside of bathrooms and trying to get some information for my team. So trying to see what we can do. And most likely the enemy team is figuring out that, oh, they keep stacking B. They keep stacking B. So as you can see, enemy team rushes B. I do manage to get their guns as I was only stuck with a pistol. And it looks like the enemy team is moving towards long. And so far, this plan has worked out perfectly. We did manage to throw them off guard. I keep playing in just because I only have an AK and I don't know how many of them are walking around. I do hear some information long. I hear an op long as well. So I try to give my teammates information. We have 1 flanking them right now, which we do get a good op kill and long. 1 is pushing back towards, enemy team is pushing back into bathrooms. Very lit. Their bomb is down, I believe, outside on long. Enemy team creeping up towards bathrooms. I decide to peek and kill the enemy team. Luckily, he was very, very hurt. 30 seconds left. It is a 2v3. Enemy team with a Galil and a grenade. Pushing towards to get the bomb. He is tagged by an opper, maybe probably through a wall or legged. He's going for the bomb. there is 10 seconds left on the clock. So with 10 seconds left on the clock, I'm not sure he's going to be able to make it on either site. So we just keep playing for time. And we managed to get the pick by the end of the round. So really good round for us as well. Brings us to 9-3 with, again, 3 active players playing and 2 AFKers. So we decided to do this one more time. And we kept trying to get a different angle. Or at least I kept trying to get a different angle. So I'm sitting outside of bathrooms. And I hear a bunch of movement. Looks like the entire enemy team is pushing through the bathroom. I do manage to get one pick off there. Focusing on the other one. Unfortunately, I do die to the enemy there, but it is down to a 2v3 now. Enemy managed to kill both AFK players. So one of our players is sitting in bank waiting for the rotate of our teammate so we can work together and hopefully get these kills. But unfortunately, he does miss that op shot. He starts pushing up towards dumpster, not knowing where the enemy team is, aware of the man in bank. Man in bank is dead. One more close left. Unfortunately, we do lose that fight. Last enemy teammate. Oh, last enemy was outside of bathroom. Unfortunately, we do lose the fight. Good round, though. Very good round for what we had. Now, going into the next round. Very, very short. Not a lot of buys. We have 2 M4s and an SMG. I decided to play a different angle, which... looking at the video now, not the best angle because they can see me from outside of bathrooms, rushing inside of bathrooms. As you can see, the team is pushing up and just wipes me, and there goes the element of surprise. Both AFK players go down. Teammates are rotating back to site. One is rotating from connector into bathrooms. Other one is pushing to bank, and unfortunately there is a T waiting for him at bank. I did inform my teammate that there was an M4 in bathroom, and he managed to pick it up, which is nice, but it looks like it is a 1v5. And we'll see how this 1v5 goes. And it does not go our way. 1v5s are very hard. Very, very hard. But when we have 2 players AFK, you know what? We do what we can. Alright, so this is the last round of the half. Unfortunately, I had absolutely no money, so I had to buy armor, utility, as well as a P250. So we decide to just be a little bit more aggressive. One pushing inside of connector. I am sitting outside in water and near construction. I start rotating out. A lot of noise going on inside a party. There's 2 enemies in long. I do meet up with some of my teammates on A site. Enemy team did surprise us by sitting back at B and holding B site. And one of the enemy team kills our AFK, which is perfect because I'd rather them shoot them instead of me. So they did decide to plant on B site. Unfortunately, we were not prepared for that. They had a very, very good. That was a really good idea for them. Went to the construction sandbags, and there I go down with only a FAMAS. Our teammate has no kit either, so unfortunately we were out of time. There's no way of winning that round. So we ended up the half at 9-6, which isn't bad. Our top fragger did have 25 kills, which is actually very, very good. As you can see, our bottom fragger is at 0 and at 3. So for AFKing, unfortunately, yep, that's part of the game there. So this is going to be the first round on T side. So the 3 of us decide, okay, because we have bomb, which is good, we need to pretty much win every fight. We cannot lose. We have to plant as soon as we can. And then before the enemy team does rotate to us. So we start peeking up slowly into B site outside of sandbags. There's an enemy team waiting in heaven. Decided to re-peek here just to see what I can do. I did hit them for 95, which was really, really good. I backed out a bit. There was an enemy team in connector. Enemy player in connector, that is. We do end up killing one in connector. Our teammate does unfortunately go down on sandbags. We were going to rotate out, but we decided to sit back and still take the fight here. Making a little bit of noise just to help out my teammate holding connector. Enemy player taking out connector, and one of the enemies did go around and flank and kill our other two AFKs. So unfortunately, I do go down in water. So that is a loss on the T side. First round T side. Okay. So because two of our players are AFK, unfortunately, we can't ask them to drop the bomb because they are not playing. So I decided to sit back and wait because after a couple of seconds, I forgot exactly how much, 20 seconds it looks like, they do decide to drop the bomb, or the game decides to drop the bomb for them. We had a really, really good idea. So because we were going to have players AFK, we thought that, and we figured that they were going to push our AFK players. So what we did, we sat and waited for them. I'm not sure how many people were going to rotate, how many of the team were going to rotate and kill our AFK players. So we decided to sit and wait. We waited until hopefully the entire team pushed, and then we were able to just kill them all here. But there's one enemy player pushing now and killing our AFKs. We do manage to sandwich him, which is amazing. There's a little bit of friendly fire there, but it's okay. We decided to push up, and there's an enemy team waiting outside, and unfortunately two of us do go down. So now it has now turned into a 1v3. And we are slowly creeping up. Opens the door of opens the squeaky door into water, and we do kill an enemy outside of water. As you can tell from the mini map, enemy team is out of the way. One is pushing up into monster now. The other one just pulled out a connector. And we do take a firefight outside of monster. Unfortunately, we do not kill him quickly enough, and then we do end up dying at barrels. Enemy team does get the defuse. It brings the round now to a 9-8 round. Going to the next round, as you can hear, our AFKers are just right-clicking their Glocks and sitting back at spawn. We do have bomb though, which is nice, so we do decide to push up towards A. Enemy team is very kitted with one op, an AUG, and 3 M4s. We are rocking an op and 2 AKs. One of our teammates gets one player down in bathrooms, and as well as I get the other player down in bathrooms. Enemy team is a little bit spread out. It looks like they have one sitting long, one sitting bank, and the other one in B site. I'm slowly pushing up towards long. I do see that player long, and unfortunately I do get shot down. Looking back at this video, I should have not repeated it. I should have just got the information, just shot once to get out, and then just stay out. But unfortunately, I decided to repeat that, and that was not a good idea for me. Alright, teammates pushing up towards B site. It looks very, very clear. It looks like there's no one to be found. Unfortunately, we did not check barrels, and there is the death. So it's always good to, whenever you clear sight, of course you check every single corner. And unfortunately we did not check those barrels, and enemy gets 2 kills on sight. Going to the next round, we have not won a T side round just yet. So we're hoping to get something out of these next couple rounds. Unfortunately, one of our AFKers do have the bomb. We forgot about going back to getting it, so we did not pick up the bomb, unfortunately. But we decided to move in towards... Oh, nice shot from party into bathroom. Or outside of bathrooms from our upper. We're slowly pushing up towards party. It looks like there's one more in bathrooms. Oh, unfortunately, it is a lost fight by me. Looking back, I do need to keep my crosshair at head level. I did hurt him for, it looks like 90, I believe. And teammate pushes up, and unfortunately he is taken out. So we do lose our opper. It is now a 1v4, and we're pushing up into through connector, and it looks like it's going to be the clicks of our AFK. Clicking away, clicking away, clicking away until the enemy team decides to come out and shoot them. There's one, and there is two. Wow, it's quite a bit to shoot that guy. You have to line up the shot and everything, but it's fine. Part of being a silver player, we don't go against the best players. All right, full save round for us. Enemy team with op, AK, 2 M4s, and a P90. We are gonna rush B site with this pistol. One of our teammates with an AFK. We did have one of our AFK players decide that they wanted to play, and it looks like they are moving on the map. They do have the bomb currently, so this is actually a really tough round. One sitting in heaven does get a shot on me. Unfortunately, brings me down to 17 health. One more sitting in graffiti. Just had to push him since I only have 17 health. He managed to get the kill. I did manage to lead with the gun as well. We do lose 2 of our players there. Blue decides to come back into the game. Unfortunately, Blue does not have anything with them. No armor, no gun, just their Glock. He decides to push in through connector, going out into construction. But he's been AFK all game. He's been upset that this game is still going on. As you can see, he is getting shot, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, hey, I'll help you. Let's help each other out. I try to give him my gun. He immediately dies, but I knew where the shots came from. Luckily, they came from barrels. As you can see, it is now a 1v3. I have 10 health. Enemy pushing in. Looks like he's going to watch bomb for monster. Opper does get shot down by me. I just had to grab the bomb, and hopefully I have enough time to plant. 14 seconds left on the clock, which I do. I do end up planting next to pillar. I do back out. There were shots coming from heaven. One enemy player is very lit for 13 left. Enemy team does smoke over. Enemy team does flash from heaven. Does blind his teammate. Luckily for me, I backed out. Enemy team is defusing. Not sure if they're going for a full defuse or just a fake defuse. I do end up lighting him up, and quick flick gets the ace. Got the ace in the round, which is pretty good. Not a bad round there. That was our first win on T side. So now I bring the score up to 10-10. We decide, our teammates decide to, well, let's all play now, I guess. But let's not help each other out. So we decide to push up towards fountain. I kept the op from the last round. Not the best opper in the game, but I like to op. I'll get lucky sometimes, which is, not often, but hey, you never know. So I'm peeking long. All of our teammates are pushing up long. Even our AFK players are pushing up long. Checking corners, make sure nobody's hiding in bathrooms. Keep pushing towards long. We are shooting down into bank. I decide to molly bank. Unfortunately, I don't know how to molly very well, so I missed my molly. I hit the truck. I am peeking dumpster there. Now moving over towards bank. It is now a 3v4. No, I apologize, 3v5. I'm trying to look for my teammate on the map, but he's standing on my head with an auto. Enemy team decides they know where we're at. They're going to push us, and there we go. Dead and long. Enemy team has a free auto. So there you go. Alright, start of the next round. Enemy team has our auto, op, AUG, M4, as well as a P90. Our team is still yelling at each other because nobody wants to play correctly, as you can tell. I decided to try to help one of my teammates out, but he did need a gun. We're pushing up towards Fountain this time. Trying to get some information and see where the enemy team is at. Alright. As you can tell, our AFK players are just sitting in front of us, not doing anything. Unfortunately, they do have the bomb. Because they are moving, the game is not going to remove the bomb from them, unfortunately. I do end up killing a player outside a bathroom. I'm finally aiming properly, which is very nice. Checking every corner, making sure that there's no enemy team waiting for me there. I do end up getting a player that was sitting on stairs. They do have an auto from the last round, so I decided to flash over, hopefully peek over and see where I can get. Ryan sitting outside of long, do end up tapping him, getting the kill on long. Time is running very, very low. 20 seconds left. Enemy team sitting next to truck, peek in the corner. I do manage to get the enemy kill there. No time left on the clock. There's 11 seconds. Teammate is not planting the bomb. They're just trolling. They're trolling right now, so I have to go and hunt the last player. Fortunately, I was not able to find the enemy player. With 2 seconds left, 1 second, it is over. Round ends, unfortunately. This would have been my ace. This would have been my second ace of the match if I did manage to get a kill on that enemy, but unfortunately, it did not work out. Going into the next round, tempers are flaring. You cannot hear the comms, but comms were very, 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 very bad. AFK players decided to finally come in and not participate. So that is the game of CSGO. But we do get a pick on long, or I'm sorry, we do get a pick on B site. We do decide to take B site. Our active player does have the bomb, which is nice. So we do decide to work a little bit harder here. I'm shooting down towards the graffiti. We do manage to get bombed down. We do get, unfortunately, lose one player. That's from somebody in heaven. I do decide to smoke heaven off. Hopefully we can push them back a bit. Enemy team is rotating down into graffiti. I decided to sit in the corner. I don't know what that spot is called. I should probably look it up, but I decided to sit down in the corner. Enemy team is pushing against one of our players. He does manage to get the kill. With no time left, enemy team does not look like they're going to push towards the bomb. I decided to ask my teammate if he wanted to lay op. He said yes, and unfortunately I get pushed in the back and killed because my teammate decided to not help out. He let the enemy push through monster and kill me. So yeah, that's another round. Unfortunately lost by lack of teamwork and two players not playing. All right. So currently it is 11-12. We are pushing up into towards Fountain. Unfortunately, I gave the bomb to the wrong player. The player that doesn't want to play. Enemy player dies on long. I did also shoot my teammate there accidentally, so I did apologize. He said it was okay. One player sitting out. Enemy player pushing from connector. One outside of bathroom. And unfortunately, we do get shot. And this player is actually one of our AFKers the entire match. I wish I could show you the score, but his score is not great right now. I am trying to give my teammate communication. Let him know where the enemy teams are. I let him know that there was one outside a party. Fortunately, he is lit with only 7 HP left. Plenty of time on the clock, though. He does decide to push up towards the bomb. Unfortunately, there is an enemy team waiting outside of bathrooms to get the kill. So brings us to 11-13. Okay, going to the next round. Our two AFK troll players, one with auto, one with an SG. They do not have the bomb, which is great, so it means we can work a little bit better. We do move up towards playground. We do lose one player. Oh, I should be dead here, but luckily the enemy team is not a great shot. I decided to full fly and keep him, and unfortunately I do go down. So now it is a 1v4. Our other player isn't playing or participating, so it is a 1v4 now, unfortunately. Alright, we decided to grab bomb and take the bomb somewhere else. Alright, looks like we are rotating in towards B. Pushing out a T-spawn now. Checking corners. Teammate is doing the smart thing by walking, but our AFK player decides to run. At this point, I did make a comment that it was just a 1v3, and our teammate does end up killing our teammate because I made that comment that it was a 1v3 when there was two of them alive. He decides to go ahead and try to plant the bomb, but unfortunately, he does not check corners, and he dies to the guy at barrels. 11 to 14 round. This match isn't going in our favor, as you can tell, with two players just not playing and the other three pretty much trying their best. But fortunately, we do have the bomb this time. I do decide to flash out into monster. We do push site. Because of the experience we've had this match, I always remember to check every single corner. As you can tell, boom, you gotta check those barrels. I do check barrels, and bam, I do get the headshot. Teammate does decide to jump on my head and immediately gets killed, which is great. Let me walk around a bit, but unfortunately, I do die from construction. Oh, and there goes our other player right down outside of graffiti with nobody left alive. Enemy team has a perfect opportunity to defuse. The match is now 11 to 15. 11 to 15, and we have two players again, still not playing, still not cooperating. -1 kills for one, 4 kills for the other, and the other three players are doing their best. For the last round, that is if we don't win this round, we decide to push up towards Fallon. I'm getting shot from behind as well as through the front, so our teammate was very upset because I told him I was quote-unquote smurfing, even though I am a hard stuck silver in this game. I'm not good, but because I said I was quote smurfing, he decided to shoot me. He decided to shoot me in the back, and yeah, so it definitely goes to show you the type of players you get at this level in CSGO, competitive CSGO, that is. Our last teammate alive decides to, you know what, knife me at B, why not? But unfortunately, the enemy team does not want any of that. So that is it. That is our very, very weird and match in CSGO. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll probably do some more videos like this more often. Thanks again, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.